Resident Evil 3 Remake is set to release on April 3rd, but thankfully we were treated to some lovely new gameplay and a plethora of new information. So we decided to put together this video highlighting just some of the new things you can expect to see in Capcom's upcoming zombie title. As per usual, whenever you see a red barrel in a video game, your gut instinct is to shoot it in order to wipe out all the horrible enemies coming your way. Thankfully in the Resident Evil 3 Remake, they're just as useful. If you've got zombies swarming you or Nemesis making a beeline for you, then just find yourself a cheeky red barrel, give it a couple of pops and boom, you've got yourself some freshly barbecued zombie bits. Happy days. Red barrels aren't the only useful thing in the Resident Evil 3 Remake. It turns out that when that pesky old Nemesis suffers from enough damage, he'll randomly decide to drop a little supply crate for you which will have some sort of unique item, much like in the original. It appears though that in the remake you don't have to sink as much damage as the original, but it's likely that as the game progresses, Nemesis will get a bit tougher. Whether this means the unique item might be slightly more rewarding is a bit up in the air, but nevertheless you get a nice little supply crate for all your troubles. Sewers are back in Resident Evil 3 as well, but the area isn't exactly the same as it was in the original, and thankfully they're much shorter compared to Resident Evil 2. With that said though, they'll still be full of all kinds of horrors and surprises that will keep fans on their feet. Other than that, there's not much more to add than the fact that there are more sewers, so get ready to trek through some stinky, diseased, horror-filled water. Now if you're a big Resident Evil fan, then you'll be pretty well acquainted with its Tetris-esque inventory system in which you shift things around to try to get the right shape item in there so that you can carry everything you pick up. While that system is pretty much the same, there's some good news when it comes to the shotgun. Instead of it taking up 2 inventory slots, it now just takes up 1, meaning it fits nicely just like any other gun. Gone are the days trying to squeeze that cheeky shotty into your tight little inventory pocket. As you might be aware, Resident Evil 2 Remake was just stuffed with Mr. Raccoon bobbleheads being dotted away everywhere, and if you're a bit of an achievement/trophy hunter, then you probably found yourself wasting away so many bullets on them trying to find every last one. Well, in the Resident Evil 3 Remake, instead of Mr. Raccoon bobbleheads, you'll instead find Mr. Charlies just scattered everywhere across the map. So stock up on those bullets because you'll need every last one of them for those damned Mr. Charlie bobbleheads. And that's just a quick glimpse of what you can expect to see in Resident Evil 3. Of course, it's full of so many more new features that the original didn't have way back when, but we're just gonna have to wait until the game releases to see the full extent of new horrors Capcom has in store for us.